Alex, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. What can be anticipated at this National Congress?
Firstly, this Special National Congress is a midterm review Congress. It will be evaluating the progress made in the implementation of the resolutions and declaration adopted by the 14th National Congress of the party held in July 2017. That was the main National Congress which elects, in terms of the SACP Constitution, Central Committee leadership, and the term of office of the leadership is 5 years. At this midterm Congress, we will be looking at the changes that have occurred since we last met at our National Congress in 2017. And of course, you have already highlighted a number of issues that we will be looking at, the state of the economy, particularly public enterprises.
When you talk about public enterprises, what specifically? Because on one side, it's one thing to discuss public enterprises. On the other is to come with solutions on the table. So what solutions does the SACP have?
It is very important that firstly we develop an appreciation of what led to the state of our state-owned enterprises. Our state-owned enterprises were being mismanaged. They suffered from bad governance, as you know, also from looting as well as state capture. This is the time for us to turn state-owned enterprises around. This is why we fought for change in the movement, particularly in relation to leadership. But as you know, Rome was never built in a day. There are problems that are very, very, very difficult to overcome, and there are problems that you can fix. So at this Congress, we will be tabulating a proposal to delegates on what we believe should be done to get state-owned enterprises right, but the delegates will then decide on the way forward. Okay, but so because we have not yet presented
that proposal, Alex, you're going to be making that proposal to delegates of what you can get right. My question then is, what are some of those proposals that you've highlighted for state-owned enterprises? You're saying nothing new around the issue of around looting, of how the mismanagement, especially of SOEs, but now where are the solutions? Where are the solutions, and what are you putting forward on the table?
Look, we have already, you would have seen our statement where we propose, for instance, in case of the SAA, that we want all contracts, all procurement conduct as SAA to be investigated. We need to evaluate the value for money at SAA, because contracts are one area in which state-owned enterprises are destroyed. That has not been done. And until it is done and we have a report, we are going to continue to push for that. And that is a resolution we will be proposing to Congress on all other state-owned enterprises. Look at SAA, there were key appointments. For example, SAA has been driven into a rescue situation, but a chief restructuring officer was appointed. We do need to know, as the public, as the nation to whom SAA belongs, what this chief restructuring officer did and why was SAA driven into a rescue situation after the appointment of that chief restructuring officer, which was a condition for the National Treasury to bail out SAA.
We're going to leave it there for this morning, Alex, giving us the latest in terms of that Special National Congress as proposed by the SACP.